Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, this was an interesting video. I have been aware of the rumours about the Batman and Robert Pattinson being unprofessional. Now, people didn't like him from the start because certain actors and certain groups, certain groups have hated him as an actor for years because of his role in Twilight, and they just did not like him being Batman, and they were going to trash him no matter what. And everything he's done has sort of been picked apart, and I haven't seen anything really encouraging from him, but I think they're certainly exaggerating or focusing or dramatising, these apparent issues with him. And a little while ago there was a rumour which came out, and it came out from several sources, where apparently, he was being bad on the set before this for ages, and the set was shut down and was back on, and he was being unprofessional and refusing to work out, and just basically being a brat, not taking the role seriously, sort of trying to subvert the Batman character and all this sort of paranoid stuff. And the last rumour I heard, I think I did see this from Doomcock, but I think I watched a couple of videos where basically supposedly him and Zoe Kravitz have hooked up, and apparently they did it on top of the Batmobile, and now she's pregnant. So I'm like, that sounds ridiculous. I didn't believe any of that myself. I don't think I did a video about it. And I just thought that just sounds ridiculous. It sounds like just absolute gossip, and who would believe this? Who would spread this? Is it a slow news day? What's the deal? I think, I didn't believe it at all, and I thought that's stupid. And I sort of went on with my day, and I didn't really have to worry about it. I can't remember if I did a video about it or not, because I thought it was really ridiculous. I might have, but certainly wasn't from the point of view of, oh wow, this must be real, or I hope this is happening. Like whenever I hear rumours that Star Trek Discovery is being cancelled or something. So I saw that, I thought it was ridiculous. I put it down. Then today I saw another video about more rumours of trouble in the Batman set. And I thought, I wonder where the narrative is going with this now. So I watched it, and it was a Mr. H video. Now, I'm not subscribed to Mr. H. I don't watch him. I don't like him. I can't even watch him with that hair. For God's sakes, I got the same problem. I can't do my hair myself. So I wear something to cover it up. So please get a cap, a beanie, a do-rag, something, but just stop offensing us with that head of hair. That greasy head of hair. I clicked on the video because often I click on his videos because the thumbnails look like Midnight's Edge, and I forget, because he's one of the fandom Menace. He's one of these guys, and I thought the irony of talking about confirmation bias was kind of funny, because he's one of those COVID minimizer people who just listen to confirmation bias news basically all the time. He's one of those people. So the fact that he's spouting off about it, and he goes through a couple of articles, and then he gets to Doomcock's article, and he actually trashes Doomcock, and I'm like, oh my god, what, he trashed Doomcock? He's another member of the fandom Menace. He's one of the people who spread the same rumours and gossip that you, and believes the same things that you believe. And I sort of thought, wow, I'm just surprised he just trashed Doomcock. He's like one of the team. You're supposed to all agree and take on the same people and be unified. Like with Gina Carano, when Gina Carano was fired, Doomcock actually came out and did a video, and in his video he said how basically he was offended by what she said. He's got Jewish friends or relatives, and he was offended, I think on their behalf, by what was said. But then he went on about free speech, and he supports her and all that, and blah blah blah, she shouldn't be fired and all that. But he acknowledged what she did was wrong, and that she actually did something. The narrative with the fandom Menace and the extreme right is that she did nothing wrong, she's innocent, she's a victim, and they deny the comments that she actually made and what they meant. And we all know what she was talking about. She said it very clearly, and they just pretend like the tweets don't imagine, don't believe your lying eyes. They just take that approach. And apparently Doomcock didn't get the memo. And then he did another video sort of saying, oh, I do support her, but I just don't agree with what she said. And he still didn't get that you can't go against the narrative. You have to repeat what they say to be one of the group and to get all the cookies and get all the likes and views and everything. And I sort of thought, oh, is there going to be backlash to this? Is he going to, is he in trouble? And then I saw this, I'm like, oh, is this blood in the water? Is Doomcock, on the outside now? Or is this just random? So in the nature of the article and the gossip, I'm sort of creating my own gossip here with my little, I'm going to do a very clickbait worthy title about Mr. H trashing Doomcock, but it did sound like that. And I am wondering if even unconsciously there's some sort of, oh, he's not one of us, we can criticise him along with all the other people now. So I find that very interesting. So he goes through the article, and there really wasn't any news. He was talking more about how stupid the news is and ridiculous it is. But the weird thing is, as much as I agree with him, his reasons for why this couldn't have happened is stupid. Like, one of the rumours was that, like I said, they did it on the set on top of the Batmobile on the set. I guess that might be a life goal to bang Catwoman on the Batmobile. Maybe he did do it. I don't know. It doesn't sound totally ridiculous for some people, but it does sound ridiculous for the most part, the way it was reported. But either way, that was the rumour. And then supposedly there's a tape of it. It was recorded, and one of his arguments is, that's so ridiculous. What was the DP there? Was he saying, hey, do this angle, Robert? And it's a set of a multi-million-dollar movie with the Batmobile prop basically sitting there. They're going to have security cameras. If those two actors did decide to have a little rendezvous on the bonnet of the Batmobile, there would be video of it. It would exist. The Batmobile's not just sitting out in the car park not being observed. So that was a stupid point to argue against it, even though I do doubt it happened. It's too over the top and just too much. But it's kind of like when Doomcock was reporting on some of the Star Trek rumours, like that Alex Kurtzman had got so outraged by being undermined, by being kicked off Discovery, that he stormed through the corridors of secret hideouts, smashing TV screens and things like that. That's so ridiculous. Are you actually reporting that you actually think this could have happened? It's sort of on that level. And then the other thing he was defending, excuse he was using, which I thought was kind of ridiculous. Apparently there was a Zoom call where the director was talking to Warner Brothers about how bad the film's going because they're behind and they can't replace Pattinson at this point, and he's got them by the balls basically because he's just doing whatever he wants because they need him to finish the film. And apparently this Zoom call descended into a shouting match, and he's like, how do you know that? Who's your source? Who told him this? He would never would have told anyone about this. I'm like, if it descended into a shouting match on set, the guy's probably sitting in a trailer. It's quite possible someone could have heard it. I don't necessarily think it happened, but if it did, there's no reason why it wouldn't be reported if it did. I don't think it did. I think it's made up. But his excuse for why it couldn't have happened was just stupid. So apparently Zoe's pregnant and she's walking around set telling everyone, and I'm like, well, yeah, that does seem a bit ridiculous, but she only had to tell one person. So Zoe really only had to tell one person, and then it could have been around the set pretty quick. So some of his reasons for why these rumours are wrong or stupid are stupid. And the other thing that really cracked me up was the whole angle of the confirmation bias that he had in the video. Because why is he defending Robert Pattinson so hard? Because he's a British actor and he's British. So, he must defend the British actor. I'm like, who are you, Piers Morgan? I mean, oh my God. Just the irony of that is just so funny. It's like, you'll go against the whole fandom Menace and trash Doomcock and report this as fake when they're all, going for it because they hate him as Batman, because he's a British actor. So I thought that was really funny. And I had to stop the video because I was going to run out of battery, and also I needed to check that Robert Pattinson was British, because I thought he was, but I couldn't remember. I didn't want to, get the facts wrong. So yeah, I think the rumours are ridiculous. I do think they are made up because they do sound very, very dramatic and made up. But the thing that was really offensive also that he said was that this was all soap opera, trash, gossip, something you'd find in a woman's magazine. Does this guy even try not to be misogynistic? Does he even try? Like when he's at the gym pumping away, does he actually think, maybe I shouldn't? No, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. I can't stand Mr. H. I can't stand looking at his greasy hair. Doomcock is at least entertaining, but I'm starting to realise he is fiction and he just makes things up. And the other thing he was saying, he was questioning, is this a source or is this Doomcock? He said, I don't think it's Doomcock writing it himself. I'm like, which is his way of throwing shade and saying Doomcock's just making this up himself because there's nothing happening at the moment in Hollywood, so he's got to make it up. And it would kind of make sense because the other rumours that were really wrong, they were really over the top. Some of the ones that were really wrong. And I'm thinking, well, maybe he does make some of it up because the rumours that tend to come true sound a bit more realistic and sophisticated. The ones that are wrong are usually just very over the top and very confirmation bias, telling people what they want to hear, which is how they got me, because I wanted to hear Discovery was being cancelled, and they kept telling me that until I realised after a few years in a row that, maybe they don't know what they're talking about, or their sources aren't right, or they're just making it up because they know what I want to hear, because they're, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go. Like I said before, feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, maybe even ding the bell. It does help. You might actually see some of my videos I would like to grow on my channel. But I'm going to go, and I'm just going to enjoy the fact that Mr. H and, you know, they might possibly be eating Doomcock alive, or it could just be a coincidence. I don't know. But that's the way the extreme right works. If you're with them, they will support you 100%. You're just going to get carried along on a wave of, you know, red prosperity. But if you go against the narrative and you contradict what they say, that's it. You are gone. Doesn't matter if it's true, doesn't matter if it's right, doesn't matter if you support them in every other way. You are done. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was actually, like, being cancelled on some level, or at least getting some contempt because he didn't follow the group narrative about Gina Carano. But it might just be me just wanting that to happen, and just, you know, wishful thinking. And I really have to stop talking. Thanks, bye.